Okay, I think we're back. Everything's restarted, hopefully. Hopefully it works. Frickin' hell, man. Why does YouTube do that shit? Because my internet was back on. I'm gonna just wait for everyone to come back in. I think I'm just talking to myself right now. I think anyone's seen Nils is back. Welcome, Nils. Hopefully everyone joins again. Yeah, I don't know why YouTube does that. Because my internet, okay, it did drop. The connection dropped the second. But you would expect it just to reconnect to the stream rather, because I was still chatting to you guys. I was able to, post in the chat. So my internet was working, but I don't know. Instead, you have to restart the whole stream, and it's the most inefficient thing I've ever seen. But all right, what has just occurred? I had to restart the whole PC. I thought, okay, so that gap was filled. It has moved down, but we did reject off it, and the gap has moved down to there. Beautiful. I see everyone's coming back. Rav, good to see you. Daniel, thank you all for joining again. I do apologize for that. It's a bit annoying. YouTube has to sort out their live stream, man. Right. Okay, we definitely got some profit taken there. Let me get my pen tool out again. Epic pen. There we go. Just wait for that tool to load up. All right, we definitely, okay, I can definitely see a few things happening here now. So that most likely is profit taking from sellers. That is sellers getting stopped out. That big spike in volume. That's probably a lot of people trailing, getting stopped out. Oops. Or they're, a lot of trailing. And then we have, let's look for real fresh sellers coming in. These are fresh sellers right here. It's not just you, real bad for other YouTubers live too. I feel like it is a YouTube issue right now. Something's going on with them, but we'll try and make the best of it. Hopefully it just stays connected now. That would be ideal. So these guys are the fresh sellers. Same with them. Same with them. Same with these guys. They're all fresh sellers in the market. If they are effective at getting this market down, we can go down. If we go above, we're going to long it. So this is the area I'm going to try trade off for now. Let me just look at where we are in terms of structure and everything. I think this might be a continuation. Oh shit, it's already moved. Fuck. I shouldn't have gone away. You bastard. You've already made such a big move. I don't want to chase it. Because we're okay, I missed it. Eric, I am back. I just wanted to see where that 700 came from. If that's like a low or anything. I mean, it's not anything too significant, to be fair. I mean, it was essentially a high, kind of, in the pre-market. So I'm not sure if that was actually profit taking or not. That may have been just legit sellers coming in, to be honest. There was no real reason for a massive spike unless it's like a moving average or something. I don't know. But in terms of structure, that might be legit sellers actually trying to sell. Oof, those sellers there are trapped. Everyone's getting trapped. Buyers and sellers are getting trapped on both sides. This is the problem. Everyone's getting that could be stop losses actually getting hit on the buy side. I think those were stop losses. I think buyers got stopped out. That wasn't sellers taking profit. Those are buyers getting, yeah. That's buyers getting stopped out. Okay, well that makes a bit of a difference to what we're seeing. Those aren't real sellers. Those are buyers getting stopped out. You can see it in the 15-minute actually. Let me go back to the 15-minute. If you look at the open candle, the New York Open, there's naturally going to be stops below the open, right? Any buyers who were still in the market looking more for a long-term move, that's their stops getting hit. So this could actually be, if buyers are willing to transact again, we could actually push up. That might be a possibility now. Just want to check what the hell's going on here. Okay, so if those are buyers getting stopped out, these are going to be, it's going to be a mix of real buyers, but also sellers getting trailed out. These sellers are the ones trying to continue to move down. They've been trapped. I think I'm going to go long. I'm going to go long. I think, yes, we're right by a gap, but I think we could break through that gap actually. We want to get above, obviously, this high here, because it's going to be, we haven't really seen all the sell pressure that did come in, fresh sellers. So basically anyone here, right, who's red, any of those sellers, they, I mean, some of them would have been stopped out, but I think that's a lot of buyers. I haven't seen them actually get out the market yet. I think their stops are going to be a bit higher. So I've got in a bit early, to be fair. I've got in very early. Once we get above there, and if we see them exit, all these sellers, if we see a bunch of buy orders up here, that's our true entry. So all we can hope for now is that actually buyers keep trapping sellers and get it up there. So we're a little bit early onto that trade. Gabriel, stop under last wick. Yes, exactly. I'll be right back. Have to call Ola. No problem, Eric. The new sellers are bouncing off the 21 MA. Interesting. I am long for BH break and retest. Fingers crossed. I think the buyers might take it, to be honest. I think buyers got stopped out and they're transacting again. They're trying to make another move up. So I think whether they'll take out the highs again and actually get to the highs, that's another question. But I think they can at least push it up a bit, you know. But again, it really comes down to whether we can get these sellers out the market. And I think their stops are going to be more in this area here. And the sellers are going to still try and defend it. You know, they're still going to try come in, trying to push this market down. We need to see, I mean, the good news is the volume distribution looks bullish in the last few candles for the most part. But it's not a massive, like, look, sellers are still coming back in. Those sellers were trapped. They're now being released a bit. We're kind of, yeah, they're coming in with fury again. We didn't quite get above to where their stops are. They still managed to defend. I wanted them to get squeezed out, but we'll see. I mean, ideally, I don't want it to go much lower than that 600. Because if those sellers get released, because I don't think they've left the market. I think they're still very much in. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm a trapped seller. I think it's anyone's game right now, in my opinion. It's anyone's game. The battle will be won whoever basically squeezes one side of the market out. That is, but when we're in the middle here, this is 50-50 play right now, in my opinion. Because it all depends on who comes in. If buyers come in really aggressively and get the market up, fine. Sellers will get stopped out and the market will go up. If sellers come in really aggressively and push it down and get rid of all these buyers, then we're going down. So it's a coin flip. It's really a coin flip. We want to, for me at least, I know some people are in a short here. But for me, ideally, I kind of want to get above this black line and take out the sellers. Of course, we might do it now. Hopefully, let's see. We still couldn't quite get there. We saw a little peak of buy pressure come in. I think that's a few people just because we just about. I mean, we didn't really take out the high. That could be fresh buyers. That could be some sellers getting a bit scared and exiting manually. But sellers are still trying to defend. They're not willing to get stopped out yet. Has to go above. We have to squeeze them out. This might be it now. Come on, pop up above. Show me some big volume. Oh, so close, my. There it is. There we saw a bit of chunk of buyers come in. Buyers. There's all their stops getting hit. You can see that volume spike. But look, sellers are happy to short it, keep shorting it, even though they're getting stopped out, those old sellers. But you can see the volume spike right there. In real time, you saw it go up to 200 on most clusters. But they're still not willing to give up. Normally, you expect sellers to, all right, fine. It's going to go up, and they stop shorting it. But these sellers are still happy. There's still other sellers willing to short in this area. They're just, shorting the rip or selling the rip or whatever, right? But it's good that we're kind of taking them out a bit. Don't let them have any footing here. Let's keep this market up. Look at that. They're still coming in, these frickin' sellers. They're not giving up, these bastards. As long as we stay above that black line, I would say it's okay. But we want to really get above those sellers, man. We don't want to give them too much movement, because the problem is it's all psychology, right? If other people spot, oh, look, sellers are coming in and they're pushing it down, then more people start selling and selling and selling. And then you just overwhelm all the buyers and the move failed. And that's basically a failed breakout, right? That's why breakouts fail. So this is a breakout. Now, whether it will continue or fail really comes down to buyers getting it above those sellers. Do you know what I mean? Not giving them any room and really kind of push up above them. And then eventually, at some point, sellers will give up and they'll stop trying to come in, right? Just like how buyers eventually gave up higher up. There it is. Squeezing them out. And hopefully, we start seeing sell pressure dry up and no new sellers really want to come in. And then we should have a nicer movement up. Sam, the sellers are not bastards. I do apologize for anyone selling. You're not a bastard. That was just these guys here, not you guys. Obviously, anyone who's short. That was just BlackRock. They're still trying it though. There's still people willing to short on the pullback, because again, logic will tell you, right? Some people are seeing this as, oh, this is a reversal and we're going to go right back down again, and they're seeing this as a pullback. So there's a lot of people still happy to short the market. Now, they can be successful. This is the problem. There's no Like the move, it's not like anything can happen. They can still be successful. That's why we want to get above them. We don't want to give them any room. You see, they're getting room, and now more sellers are happy to kind of come in because they're seeing, oh, look, this is actually pulling back down. And buyers they need to come in here. They need to get above the sellers. Don't give them any kind